See, the only thing that I don't like comparing Streamlabs and OBS is that Streamlabs, the like live indicator, isn't in the same space as on OBS. It actually took me a little bit to find it, but for those of us just getting here, welcome aboard. Let me get to my dashboards just because I get a few spams every time I go live, and I just want to be able to get rid of them. Bada bing. Go ahead and mute the tabs. All right, baby, we are live. We are live on Kick, Twitch, YouTube as well. Let me actually go there to moderate my live. No longer going to be going live on Twitter. No longer going to be going live on TikTok because I am banned from streaming on TikTok for like hateful or violent speech, because I said that pedophiles should be killed so they don't reoffend. So, just gives you a bit of like on where TikTok stands on all that. Let me get here. Excellent. All right. Yeah, we are live across the board. Love it. That is a Cold Stone Creamery medium. Okay. A couple things that I wanted to go over. There's this whole debacle with Stop Killing Games, which is a pretty decent movement, as well as Pirate Software, kind of, I don't want to say being an antagonist, but I don't know the most about it yet. But yeah, I figure I'm streaming on an off day. I might as well cover some off topic. It'll be great. Let's have some fun. First things first, Tectone got banned again. I think this is like his 4th ban this year from Twitch. So I just wanted to see what went on there.
Well, Twitch, congratulations. I'm pretty sure this video is what's going to take me to 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, so he's going to take this as like a win. He's going to take this as like a dub next step kind of deal. Oh, hey, thank you for following.
Whenever I upload this and whenever...
I'm glad my alert box works. It was broken the other day.
Probably any contentless content creator goes live and reacts to it and sends their chat my way to give me a sub, as I'm sure they're going to do. Guys, I shit you not. This is not my first. This is not my second. This is not my third.
No, it's your 4th.
This is my 4th fucking ban in the past 90 days.
Oh, shit.
For what?
Not even this year.
Well, guess what? This is by far the worst.
Not even this year.
And this one.
Imagine getting banned more times than there are months in that time span. 4 times in 3 months is fucking crazy. And if it's anything like the previous times, there's going to be like an egregious double standard about why you were banned. Not to say that I agree with all of your takes, but I'm willing to bet. Prediction time. I'll do a soul read here. He probably said something about a woman that was derogatory, and he got banned for it. Hello. Let me just adjust this. Sorry, I messed up one of my ears.
One laid forth a little trap that I set for you, Twitch. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that, because I was waiting for you to do this, and I knew that you...
Oh, he's trying to pull like the Ethan Klein. I knew they would react to my stuff.
Would do this, and I knew the reason would be even stupider than the one before. So thank you for once again allowing me to showcase to the world how truly fucking stupid you are. Let's go ahead and talk about the hypocrisy.
Oh, dude, I can't fucking wait. This is gonna go crazy.
The double standard.
You know it's gonna be good. He's got the chain on, he's got the hoodie on, and he looks pissed off.
Standards and the preferential treatment of every single person on this goddamn platform, running it behind the scenes. So, yes, I have been banned once again. Found out about, what, 2 minutes ago, probably? We got a nice little Twitter thread going over on, over on X.
Wait, he found out, like, directly before going live? Focusing on my training, so my body needs to slow the fuck down. Bro, what the fuck did I possibly... Wait, he found out he was banned from an actual Twitter thread? He didn't find out from Twitch themselves? That's actually fucking crazy.
Still not used to...
Because he's not like a normal... He's not like a normal streamer or like an affiliate streamer. Like, he is a partnered streamer on Twitch, so you think they would reach out to him and be like, hey, chill out, you know? Because I feel like they usually give content creators some of the benefit of the doubt there. Or they give them a heads up of like, we don't like what you're doing, do something else.
To it being called X. Here we go. Yep, Tectone been banned already. 2.8 thousand likes. Can't wait for everybody to call me the worst human being on earth and probably compare me to Adolf Hitler. I'm gonna scroll for 2 seconds.
He's probably speaking from experience, but if there is a Hitler reference in there, that's gonna be crazy.
Let's see if I can find anybody saying Hitler dad.
Oh, that's actually a thing?
Nice dessiné. Where's the Hitler dad?
Holy fucking shit, dude.
4 times this year, crazy work. Just perma this loser. Well, just know this loser that you're calling me made over $400,000 last month. And honestly, we're on track to make $500,000 this month. So, yeah, go ahead and take that shit and shove it up your ass, brother. We are killing it. It is fucking insane. 106,000 subs this month on YouTube, brother. That shit is fucking insane. Man, this loser keeps on fucking winning. It is nice. So,
I will say, his rise up this year has been fucking crazy thus far. I mean... I've been following Tectone for a while. Like, I've been aware of him since he was in OTK, probably. But, yeah, he has had a pretty crazy rise. I wonder if I go to Social Blade, what we'll see there. I don't have like a Social Blade premium account, but, let's just see what's gone on with him. Yeah, he's considered B+. Yeah, he's had like some pretty massive subscriber gains recently. Oh, so he was losing subscribers until almost a year ago when he had a big influx. I wonder what he did in July that kind of tipped the scales. But January, February, September, October, November, he kind of fell off again, but look at that fucking line right there. He's going from being down 4,000 in December to being up 3,000 in April, and now he's up like 47,000 for May. That's crazy. And his views have been crazy throughout. I mean, he only took a negative dip in viewership one time compared to all these spots where he was like down subscriber count. So that's pretty good. I mean, all things considered, it's a lot of hate. Like, he gets a lot of hate, but people cannot stop watching him, apparently. Anyways, let's get back to it.
By the way, Asmongold, if you're watching this and you said that's it, go fuck yourself. Anyways.
I just got to grab my phone from the table right there. I have my headphones on.
Anyways. So I, yes, have been banned once again. 7 days, boys. 7 days. Thought it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh, don't worry. It's only a 7-day
I'm back.
And no pay for 2 weeks. That's all right.
See how I was listening to the video the whole time and I didn't just let it play to my chair like some content creators? Like some of those fucks out there?
I already turned off all the ads off of Twitch regardless, and they can't take my sub revenue. So I will be going live on Twitch once I'm unbanned again, which I have a prediction. I predict I will be unbanned in the next 24 hours because I'm about to make y'all look really, really fucking bad. And if...
Yeah, but do you remember when you were only going to be banned for 3 days and you ended up getting banned for like significantly longer than that because it was the weekend and they didn't fucking unban you because it was Sunday or something and they couldn't do it until Monday?
I'm not. Oh, I got something even better for the follow-up video. So if you're
so
new here,
fucking
make sure to
bad,
like,
dude.
comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications if you want to be ready for that. I like to keep bullets in my chamber.
Let's call it what it is. I mean, Twitch it's great. It's like the streamer platform or whatever. It's the one that people know. But Kick is the platform where you actually make money, right? Like, so the ad revenue split on Twitch is like, I think it's like 60-40, whatever, like 50-50 maybe. Unless you play like an egregious amount of ads. I try not to play ads on Twitch at all because I just don't like it. Like, from a user experience, I don't like receiving ads when I'm watching on Twitch, right? So why am I going to sit here and make you guys watch ads when I'm just trying to sit here and stream? I'm not. So I have my ads turned down. I have an ad that runs in like an hour, something like that. But it's like the minimum possible. Outside of that, you know, on Kick, every time I get a subscriber, I'm getting 95% of that sub. Whereas on Twitch, I get 50% that is then taxed. That's the difference. That's the difference in money, at least.
Only use them when
So like every time Twitch sends me like my little $50 or whatever payout, it should be significantly more.
I have to, but you're kind of forcing my hand here by fucking me over non-stop. So yes, I have been banned for 7 days, of why I had no fucking idea until I was sent this, which is obviously why did I get banned? On streamer VOD, drama, gaming, reacted, new Stellar Blade, great game by the way, huge drama, mega content. What is going on this time? Content creation date, June 23rd, 2025 at 2:26 p.m. UTC. I got to be let known why I got banned once again, and I was directed to this part of my VOD where you guys will never guess what I was talking about. You'll never guess.
It was either Denims, Frogan, or Hassan, and you called one of them a slut.
You'll never guess why I got banned again, guys. Do we
Let's
have
see
any
it.
predictions?
Let's see
I
it.
would love to know.
Show me potato salad.
Got me banned yet again.
You got you banned.
Yep, there it is. That dumb bitch who's getting her ass sued, and I can't wait for her.
Well, that throws Caseytron into the mix. Caseytron, Frogan, or Denims? I'm gonna vote Denims.
Her ass to get permanent.
Just because she can't stop fucking talking. She just cannot shut the fuck up.
Yes, I have been mass reported by Denim's community
Yes!
once again for calling
Oh,
her
I'm him.
a whore. What?
I was wrong on what he called her though, so I lose that leg of the parlay. So I don't win too much here.
Oh, amazing, amazing. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even call her a whore this time. That's what's crazy. I got banned because she said she was upset that she was being called a whore. And then I said, if you don't...
I don't know, like the word whore is kind of harsh, right? It is kind of harsh. But also, your viewership isn't making you money. Your OnlyFans is making you money. And you are engaging in sex work. So, like, it's a derogatory term, but you are engaging in sex work. I don't know if you should feel that terrible when people engage with you that way, because that is the type of work you're doing.
Don't want to be called that, don't have an OnlyFans. So I didn't even call her that. I got banned merely for saying if you don't want to be called that, then don't have an OnlyFans. Is that
I'm kind of with that.
Insane? And in case you're
Whoa, hold up. Close some tabs. Close some of those tabs. That's too many. That's actually way too many.
That's not fucking insane. And in case you're wondering, well, Techie, well, maybe you shouldn't be saying that. You're right. Oh, and by the way, I'm taking you on a journey here, right? There's levels to this shit, and I need you guys to understand how fucked up this is about to get. So, the woman, in case you missed last time I got banned, which is about 2 weeks ago, wow, story time with Techie, there's this girl called Denims who keeps on calling me a sexual predator, a abuser, a guy who beats women, and she's called me a rapist. Her buddy Hassan has called me a familial
She doesn't really even do anything on OnlyFans, just dresses in cutesy outfits, no sex videos, nudes, or lewds. Then what's the appeal? What's the appeal if you're not going to do anything on your OnlyFans? Why would anybody pay for it?
obligated rapist. Do you think they got banned? No.
No, absolutely nothing happened to them. I hate that it's, you know, I hate to say this and have it sound like this, but Twitch is so incredibly lenient on female creators, it's crazy, compared to male creators of similar levels of popularity.
Soy Dora, they got nothing. They got zero punishment. Fucking zero. I explained to them why.
Hey, I'm gonna need to see this animal, Tectone. I'm gonna need you to introduce this little guy.
Being called that, I get banned.
Is that a Maine Coon?
7 days again.
Nice.
I've even tried to clean up my language when talking about this. But apparently, I can't talk about Frogan. I can't talk about Hassan. I can't talk about Denims. I can't talk about any of them. Yet they can run
don't you
my
understand?
through the mud 24.
As long as you're not actually allowed to talk about them, they don't have to do anything about them. So, you know, Twitch can just ignore the problem and just ban you so that you'll stop talking about it. That's all. That's all. It's way easier to, you know, just like nail down the nail than address the part of the board that's rotting.
Fucking 7. Now, I believe, a little bit of tinfoil hat here, a little bit of tinfoil hat, I believe that there might be some preferential treatment going on for Hassan, Denims, and Frogan. I might believe
Preferential treatment for Hassan, who the CEO of Twitch has said it's his favorite streamer because he tells it like it is. No fucking shot.
That anybody pushing extreme leftist agenda, these extreme libtards on the internet, I think someone on Twitch agrees with them. But then, that was my
the fucking CEO.
I thought, well, maybe they're just not aware.
What's his name? Dan Clancy?
Honestly,
Sorry, Commie Twitch L. Commie Twitch L. That's funny.
Honestly, maybe Twitch just wasn't aware of what they're doing. I gave them, dude, I gave them such the biggest benefit of the doubt. I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people on this platform. There's a lot of big streamers. There's Asmongold. There's
I gotta order my son a pizza. That's what I'm doing in the other tab.
FaZe Lacey. There's Kai Cenat. There used to be iShowSpeed, but they banned his ass too because they're retarded.
Oh, that's true. They did
you
ban
can go
Speed.
Watch Mizkif. I'm being a dick. You can go watch Mizkif. The Botez sisters. What are they doing this time? Mizkif's journey to LA. Mary Pog. You can watch S-Fan play
He's crashing out, dude. He is actually crashing out. Let's crash out on the Botez sisters and fucking Mizkif. Mizkif is the name that I was trying to remember. Yeah, I would like you to remember that I live in New Hampshire. Browser, okay.
He's playing variety games. What was he playing today? Death Stranding, #2. You can go watch Seer Quirk Out. You can go watch Soda Poppin' and Vebe have an abusive relationship. Just kidding. You can watch, and many of these VTubers, maybe they just don't know. And I genuinely believe that. I thought there's no way there's actually a leftist agenda. So I set up a little trap. I did.
I can't. I love it. I love this trend of people setting up traps for each other. Like Ethan Klein being like, I set up a trap. And now Tectone is like, I set up a trap. I can't wait to see what the next trap is. Did Moist Critical set up a trap for someone somehow? I can't wait. I want to see it.
In case you guys are wondering, last time I got banned.
What's up, guys? It's Critical. You've activated my trap card.
I made sure to inform you guys that I sent them a folder. And I want to...
Oh, yeah, this was that folder he wouldn't fucking talk about. I can't... Okay. Okay. If he's finally going to open this, I'm actually really hyped.
Let you guys know that folder was seen. I wanted to let you guys know that something...
Twitch support terrorist. Frogan is... Denim's... Twitch supports... Oh, it's just a copy-paste over and over again. Tectone client. A lot of people saying that they love him. Yeah, the 2 steps ahead. Every time one of these YouTubers comes out with like a I set a trap, I just think of the Nikocado avocado. Fucking 2 steps ahead. You know what I'm talking about. When he came out on camera and he did the like I'll always be 2 steps ahead thing. I haven't heard of him since this happened. Is he actually skinny now? Because I know that he wasn't. Because he like pre-recorded a good portion of all of his stuff, right? I gotta dive into that at some point. I would just like to see what he like how he did it, if he did it at all. Anyways,
was going to happen, giving them incredibly good faith, and I want to let you know, nothing happened.
So he sent this big incriminating folder to Twitch and they didn't fucking do anything? I'm not shocked, but I am disappointed. All right, let's hear it.
Nothing. 0 things happened. Why do you think that's a really big issue? Well, let me tell you why that is. Inside of this folder
yes,
that I made,
show
with
it.
the help of my mom,
show it.
I had a plethora
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Mike from PA, Hassan Orbiters, Hassan Clip. These look like randomly generated names for videos.
Videos and screenshots that went on for quite a bit, ranging from everybody from Mike from PA,
Yo.
Hassan, Denims, Frogan, Casey Tron Minx, just to name a few.
Oh, that's actually super heavy. That is so tight. I can't wait to see this. Okay.
With wonderful little clips like this.
What the fuck? Go back to full screen.
The reason Tectone can't sue me is because he did that shit.
Clips where
I'll keep it a stack with you. I really don't think he did. I really don't think he did. And I hope I'm not proven wrong on that. I hope he didn't actually commit a heinous crime.
Denims is saying that I'm a rapist and I can't sue her because, well, she believes that I did it. Clips where...
Yeah, she also said that him talking about it online was basically an admission of guilt. And then as soon as she has her own legal controversy, I got knocked up again. That's what happens when you follow my stream. You get mpreg. You know. Now you're disappointed? Well, we could fix. No, sorry, that just came out.
Hassan is calling Asmongold a pedophile.
I gotta finish ordering a pizza for my son.
Is calling me a rapist, a pedophile, an abuser. Going in on Nuxtaku, going in on Mudahar, going in on all these streamers, all of these streamers, going in on all of these, content creators with complete blasphemous language. I call these people fat. I call a girl with an OnlyFans a...
So that is kind of my favorite recourse that he's had, is that these people say horrible things about him, and then he's just like, you're fat, you're a whore, and then he gets banned. But they are spreading to their followers that he's like a woman-beating rapist with no proof, and like nothing happens to them in return.
A whore, and I get banned now for a total of a month. None of them have been banned. So maybe they didn't see my message.
I mean, they didn't get banned, but Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron are getting sued. So, I mean, you know.
And maybe they didn't do it.
They're going to be too busy, man.
So here's messages with official Twitch staff. Obviously, I've blurred them out. These are messages with official Twitch staff. This is them. I gave you a nice little title here. I completely get it. Trust me. You should report her and send me...
Ooh, you know how many people were talking about Minx 72 hours ago? 0. She had one of the hardest fall-offs I've ever seen. It's actually insane, because she was kind of up there for a while. I mean, she was at least hanging out with a good portion of the dudes from, like, the lunch club or whatever, and she was there with, like, Schlatt and his orbiters and all them. So, to see her fall off, and I really do feel like it's due to an alcohol addiction, is actually deeply unsettling, and I hope she gets the help she needs, because every time I see her post, it's a crazy crash out.
Clips. And by the way, this is me working with the one good mod that Twitch actually has. Or send me whatever clips or tweets you feel are violative, and I can report them myself and bring them up to the powers that be. It's the same situation as the Frogan thing, and you know it.
I can't imagine being a mod at Twitch. Like, I can't imagine that you just, like, being the guy who has to deal with these streamers all day. That must be such a soul-sucking job.
You know how many people were talking about Minx 72 hours ago? 0. Yes, 100%.
So
but
funny.
Her tweet had 1 million views out of nowhere. It's hard for me to ignore something that big after she went after me and my family. Same thing with Denims. And you've reported them both on Twitch with the links and stuff, because it is according to our guidelines that we will perform action on or off platform behavior, which means Twitch would, in fact, if they thought it was bad, whether the action was committed off the platform or on the platform, you would get banned if Twitch thought it was bad. They have been sent tweets, they have been sent clips, they have been sent videos, they have been sent screenshots. Everything has been sent and received via off-screen violation or on-platform violations and on-platform violations. They have all received them. based on their own words, according to our guidelines, we will action on or off platform behavior.
That's the thing though, right? Is I feel like part of it is that you are kind of reporting people that I don't know how to say this appropriately, but people watch these creators for a few reasons, and some of those reasons are that they are attractive women. And I don't like Twitch necessarily or how they run things, but I will say that they do kind of heavily lean into the gooner mentality because it's how they make their money. They make so much money from having female creators. It's like when you run a bar, you need attractive women in your bar because it drives up your sales. And I don't like that, but that is kind of the state of the business, you know? So, of course, they're going to ban you and not take action against these people until they need to, you know? Because you are a loud voice that's calling them on their shit, and they don't need to be called on their shit because they're big enough that they can sweep you under the rug.
If it's egregious enough, labeling people rapists, pedophiles, abusers, going after Asmongold's dead fucking mother.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays, if you're not actually targeting gooners in your sales, if you are selling a product that can be targeted to a gooner, you're probably doing something wrong. You know, I feel like that's like a huge market that people should be tapping into. Like the people who are doing AI OnlyFans girls and making a ton of money doing it, that's a super great product. I would love to do that.
I compiled a folder. I submitted an appeal. I made all of this. Appeal sent. Here's the info on Hassan and friends. Or should I send it elsewhere? This is great. I can try to pass to the powers that be. And he did.
But nothing is going to come of it because the CEO of Twitch himself has said that he likes Hassan and thinks he's the best streamer on the platform because he tells it like it is.
An official Twitch staff member took this folder. This was also reported them by 40, 50 members on Twitch, probably from my chat. Because obviously, when my chat sees someone breaking the TOS, they're gonna report them. They've been reported by my chat. They've been reported by their own mods, sent and received with confirmation that it was sent to official Twitch moderators and staff. Nothing was done. With this, we have 100% assurance that Twitch is okay with terrorist sympathizers. They are okay with people breaking the law. They are okay with people labeling people as criminals, attempting to defame them, harass them, ruin their life with false allegations, as well as go after people.
Not to pause every 3 seconds, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I hear from most people who stream on Twitch who don't exactly fit the niche of what Twitch is trying to push. You know, is that you do kind of get pushed aside and they do kind of take these stances. I mean, everything that I've seen Hassan say, and I'm not saying that, like, you know, when it was Hassan and Destiny, I'm not saying Destiny was any better. I'm not saying that Asmongold is any better, you know. I don't give a fuck. But Hassan has had actual terrorists on his stream. Hassan has done things on his stream that break TOS repeatedly, and nothing has happened, except that he got banned for, like, just under 24 hours, which is basically a break, and then a big announcement for his next stream. So it's not even a punishment.
Dead parents, and they are okay with all of it as long as you are pushing a leftist extremist agenda.
The big fuck Twitch copy paste is so funny.
Been banned, and by the way, guys, I've shown you proof of everything, and maybe I'll do that one more time right now. I'm gonna ask you guys to take my word for it, because I have honored myself and I pride myself by always telling you guys the absolute truth and providing you proof with absolutely everything that I.
That is one thing I actually do enjoy about Tektone's content, is he will show you, like, his earnings reports, or like when he does when he does promos and stuff for products, he tells you what they're paying him and if it's actually good or not. Like, he's pretty straight up about that shit.
I possibly can. And if it's requested enough, I suppose I can show you more DMs. However, I'm very angry and I don't feel like censoring these things out again because my brain hurts and I'm doing this live. And I just got another DM right before I made this video that I didn't edit. They sent me a DM on how to deal with this.
Oh, no.
And they told me to just ignore them. That's their solution. They want me to just ignore them.
Just
Guys,
pretend it's not happening. Just
Twitch, you telling me to just ignore them is you telling me to have people send me career-ending false allegations, going after my friends, dead parents, and just ignore it. What type of disgusting fucking monsters do you have to be to expect me to be able to be defamed, slandered, have my livelihood ripped away from me, have them go after people who I care about so much, more than I care about my fucking self, including their dead parents, and say, well, just ignore them.
No, it's literally like when you have extreme beef with somebody in school or something and the teacher just makes you sit on opposite sides of the room, like that's going to actually squash beef at all. Like, just ignore them. You know, they're telling people that you're, you know, a domestic abuser and a rapist and everything, and they're routinely having their people like mass report you so you lose your income for weeks at a time. But just ignore it. Make them hold hands. No, exactly. Go wear your best friend t-shirt. Yeah, have you know the Hold on. This is if I can find this picture. Oh my god. I can't find it right now, but it's like a clip from a show I saw, a brief clip of, where these two kids were fighting, and to make them like make up, the mom made them wear a really big t-shirt together, so they were both stuck to each other inside this big t-shirt, and it said like best friend shirt or something on it. Just do one of those. Do one of those, and they'll either kill each other or they'll find a way to get along. Make them hold hands is great.
This works. I would be able to fucking ignore them if you did anything. I gave you 3 weeks with a compiled, easy to read folder. Yet I get banned.
There can only be one. No, I mean, he literally dropped a content nuke in Twitch's lap and they did nothing with it.
Less than 24 hours after my quote-unquote infraction, you're gonna have to keep banning me. Over and over and over and over again.
Yo, actually, so something crazy. This is a quick aside, but, you know, I'm new to streaming on Twitch as well as Kick. So, like, I've been streaming on Twitch for a couple of years, but I've only been streaming on Kick for, like, a month. I received this, like, heinous fucking message on Kick. Let me see if I screenshotted it. Save image. I just want to show this to you guys, because, you know what we usually do here. We usually do, like, the Predator Bingo. And that was fine. I was doing Predator Bingo, and this dude came in my chat and was like, bro, what are you doing with your life? And then started saying, trust me, this was not you. If this was you, we would be having words. They literally said this, and thankfully, like, the AI chatbot that Kick just innately gives you, you retract your statement? Yeah, thank fucking God, dude. We would be having a different conversation at work if that was the case. But yeah, Kick apparently is the Wild West as far as messaging goes. You know, Twitch at least, I've had relatively tame messages through. Anyways, I want to get back to this. This video is almost done, and then I want to get into the pirate software situation, because we're doing slop today. You know, it's my birthday. I'm allowed to react to whatever I want.
Because of these...
Also, it's my birthday. I just turned 29 today. Big 29 up top. Big dog.
people are coming at me, coming
Thanks,
at
baby.
my friends, coming at their relatives, coming at my relatives, coming after their deceased.
If I'm an old fuck, how old are you? You're like 36? Thanks, man. You see how nice it is when I receive a happy birthday message from my loving best friend and moderator on my stream versus you? Yeah. Yeah. Wonder why that is. Probably because he's nice to me. 33. Whew!
I'm gonna have to fucking say something when they're.
I don't have a Nerf gun next to me, but
millions of people every day. And yes, Twitch, it bothers me if they're promoting terrorist propaganda when I take pride in living in the United States of America, where many of my friends and relatives were soldiers who I care about very much, despite everything. I don't fucking care. I respect our soldiers. I love our troops.
oh yeah, the whole thing about Denham's talking about how she hopes that every single person in the US military gets PTSD and doesn't have anything when they come back to America. That's like one of the most heinous things I've ever heard said. Or no, sorry, not Denham's, Frogan. Frogan said it, and then she doubled down on it because it was based of her.
And I don't take their sacrifices for granted. You all know this is happening. This is undeniable proof you know this is happening. And yet you still do nothing.
I have a good number of friends who suffer from PTSD related to military service. And it's fucked. It does things to people that's hard to even quantify. And wishing it on somebody, I wouldn't wish it on a fucking enemy, you know? So for her to go on stream and be like, based, that I'm surprised she got no punishment for that. Like, she got no recourse for that.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Right, so in between, like, stuffing her face on stream, she managed to get all that out. And then later on, she was like, she apologized and said that it was taken out of context. But, like, what fucking context can you have where that's okay to say? You know? None is the answer. There's never a point where it's okay to wish PTSD on someone. Oh, he looks fucking pissed. He's so serious. Look at how fucking angry he is. I don't know why my computer's freezing up.
You are pathetic. And the only thing that you're doing is you're going to make me grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger, because I'm not going to let you bully me. I'm not going to let you silence me. I'm not going to let you encourage me to just ignore it and not talk about it. How about you get your head out of your ass,
dude,
and you do your fucking jobs? You have a TOS. Enforce it. I'm tired of my friends getting harassed every fucking day by these disgusting human beings that call themselves streamers, when in reality, all they do is pull up CNN and walk away from their fucking share. They will be replaced.
I'm realizing now that even though I banned the person who sent those horrible messages on Kick, they're still showing up in my my like recent events list. So I am going to I'm going to adjust that real quick so it only shows the most recent 3, because I don't need somebody named Curvy Preteen showing as a recent follower. Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. Now we don't have to see that.
By AI in the next 6 fucking months. Pre-planned code. If there's a terrorist, just make the streamer pog. Great. I don't know what the fuck you anti-American retards are doing there back at Twitch, but I suggest you try enforcing your TOS equally. That way you get some of the credibility you once had back. Because I assure you, you do not have it now. And thank you, Twitch. because I'm sure once this video gets released, and this will be talked about by everybody, once again, thank you for giving me 1 million subs on YouTube. I'm gonna go get a golden retriever in celebration. Twitch, go fuck yourself. May God have mercy on your soul. Do your fucking job. Unban me. That's the video. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next time. Peace.
I mean, I'll be straight with you. I don't watch a ton of YouTube anymore. I go in and out of like phases where I watch a good amount of YouTube and where I don't. This tab is so frozen up. Tectone posts like 3 times a fucking day. It's actually so crazy that he posts so much. So I'm not surprised at his growth. I mean, he's really just been like putting in a lot of fucking work over the past few months. It's been crazy to see it. So I don't know. You know, Gamersups, use this code to get 10% off or something, which is what I did pretty recently when I re-upped on my Gamersups. Anyways, I want to get into the Stop Killing Games and issue with like Pirate Software. For those of you guys who don't know Pirate Software, this will be an interesting dive.
You know what this is right here, pal? I'm a tough guy.
And just so you know, Charlie is wearing a black t-shirt, which means we are talking about something serious.
Unlucky? Yeah, that's right. Spirit fingers. Do you know why?
No, it's not about the classic WoW bit. He did end up getting kicked out of OnlyFans for that. This is about the Stop Killing Games initiative, which is like trying to get game studios to just stop kind of killing games and then having no recourse for the consumer who's purchased the game. You know, I'm sure at this point in time, we've all purchased a game and then had services for it terminated to the point where it's no longer playable for us. It kind of gives no recourse to the consumer who bought like a $60 to $80 game, you know?
Because it's been about 30 hours since I last slept, and I've done 3...
And it's kind of Pirate Software having like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he's been kind of misrepresenting the movement, I want to say, is what's going on.
different intros, all of which crash and burned, and I am off my gourd, so now I'm going wacko mode. But even in my sleep-deprived state, I am still lucid enough to recognize how cattywampus the AAA gaming space has become. Like, the gaming industry has so many things that I have bitched and moaned about. Probably the biggest practice that I've been most vocal about, not exactly shy on, is the topic of you will own nothing and be happy. The Ubisoft logo. God rest that company's soul. What a pile of dog shit. But it's not just Ubisoft. That has become a prevalent business strategy across the gaming industry. You will own nothing. You will be happy. You're basically... You come away with the idea of ownership of whatever games you purchase. I've worn this topic out more than a fleshlight in a frat house, but it is something I am very passionate about. The gaming industry is getting away with more and more garbage where they'll take a shit in your mouth and...
So this makes me think of the whole thing with Destiny 2. This makes me think of, I don't know if you guys were aware, but Destiny 2, the company that owns Destiny, is that Bungie? Bungie doesn't exist anymore. I promise I know how to type. Bungie's motion to dismiss the Red War lawsuit. So Bungie's being sued over copyright infringement over some of the early content in Destiny 2 with the Red War storyline. And there's, you know, an author who's stating that, you know, they stole his creative works, and they can't even prove if that's true or not because the early parts of Destiny 2 have been taken out of the game. And the studio doesn't have a stable version of that part of the game to show in court to prove anything. So they tried to say like, oh, let's go through like, you know, like YouTube lore essays where people deep dive the game. And I guess the court kind of pushed back on that and said no. So this makes me think of that. Like, Stop Killing Games, if you didn't kill that part of the game that people paid for, you could prove that in court. You wouldn't be having this issue.
You're expected to thank them for adding some flavor to your taste buds. It's terrible. And there is an initiative that has been aiming to fight back against a lot of these practices